Hello and welcome to Cosmetically Active Interviews. I'm Nina, head of the Cosmetically Active expert team. In the interviews with our Cosmetically Active certified brands, we are addressing the topical issues of new, young brands that are on the way or have already entered this highly competitive market. We present their stories, visions, and experiences from an idea, formulating work, testing, and manufacturing to market launch. If you're on the same path, or if you're dreaming about starting your own skincare business and you need inspiration, motivation, or simply that little push, join us.
So without further ado, I'm gonna let you introduce yourself. Let's hear your story. It's a very interesting one. So tell us how you landed in the cosmetics business and how things have developed for you.
It is a story to share. My name is Ivanka. I'm 48 years old. And what brought me in the world of cosmetics and skincare was one shift in my life. To be more specific, 9 years ago, I really faced severe health issues. And at that moment of my life, I started to question all the things that I put on myself, what I eat, and even how do I spend my free time. And suddenly, the topic of skincare suddenly arise. And really what at that time I didn't like is understanding that there are many ingredients in conventional cosmetics that has a lot of controversy about them. I'm not saying that these one are toxic as far as they are regulatory allowed for, but I was thinking, how come that something that has to beautify you, that has to make you feel good, at the end, it is not producing that feeling with me. And I was really start questioning, can it be better? What is better for me? I started Formula Botanica.
Mm-hmm. So for you, it was like a dream come true then.
Yeah, it is. But really, I think it is not that romantic as it can sound like, because I'm someone who is, I have engineering mind and really very analytical one. And firstly, I want to understand everything. And before jumping somewhere in any area, I would like to understand the concept behind. At that moment, Formula Botanica was a way to learn more. Mm-hmm. Okay, I was reading some blogs, some magazines, and even some studies, but I really wanted to understand how to create a cosmetic product, because I was buying many things, mainly outside of Croatia, yes. But since I was not happy what I can find here on a market, mm-hmm. And this started to intrigue me, how to create something that can be really totally natural, but still I do truly love, I enjoy skincare. It is not only putting good things on yourself. You always can have some plant oil and put it on yourself, but I believe in slower approach to the beauty. And I enjoy the scents, the textures, even the colors, and all these silky feels. And I wanted to understand how to create that. Mm-hmm. And yeah, basically, that's how Matinata was born.
Mm-hmm. So Matinata is a brand from Croatia. right?
Yes, yes, it is.
From Croatia, yeah. And could you tell me, you mentioned that you purchased some products outside of Croatia because they weren't or aren't available. What do you think, what is the women's view on cosmetics, on beauty? Has that changed throughout these 10 years now?
I think it's changed for sure. But really, to be more objective on that, I would need some more statistical data because I have also changed in 10 years. My view on cosmetic 10 years ago was totally different than today. 10 years ago, the thing about the cosmetic was about beautifying my skin, really about how to make it more beautiful. But today, what I'm trying to find in skincare, how to really make my skin naturally healthy looking. And I'm seeing really many women of my age, even more younger than I am. They are they just want to have naturally healthy looking skin, bare skin without makeup. And I think that it has a lot to do with confidence. Because when you are confident in your skin, when you are confident with yourself, then you do not have any problem with wearing your skin with a pride. And I think this has really changed in previous 10 years, this shift from beautifying your skin and covering it with a lot of makeup and towards nurturing and feeling good in your skin.
And do you think that, I've read that your target audience or customers are 30 plus women, right? Do you think that this is also the moment in a woman's life where this changes? The confidence, the different desires or needs?
Yes, it is. It doesn't have to be strictly 30, but I think the women start to change in when they realize themselves. And I think it has to do with two things. It is the career, and even when they become mothers. And this is really natural to all of us.
So could you tell me what were the most important milestones in your career as a formulator of natural cosmetics, and what challenges do you face still today?
Oh, formulator. I think there are a few milestones as a formulator, and also as someone who is running the brand. And as a formulator, wow, it was really a tough thing. And I was really, as I'm someone who is very analytical person, I spend a lot of time formulating on paper. Really, I don't go into, with the ingredients and beakers and scales and pH meter. I don't go there until I'm happy what I see on paper. And this is really...
So you do not experiment? First, you need a solid foundation.
I need, this is how, this is my approach, and this has a lot to do with my personality. And and many times there was cases when I formulate something on paper, even for days, for weeks, and everything, and I go to lab, and that's not that. And really, I need to challenge myself, to set myself some kind of goals, because as a formulator, I think that one of the key thing that you have to have is you have to know when to stop, really, because it can go you can be in a loop of development for months. But I think it is so necessary to understand when you are finished. And as a brand owner, I think for me, I was thinking even before, what was my biggest and the most important milestone? And it was really, and I think even after a year and a half, the most important milestone for me is a returning customer. When I have a customer who is returning, I think for me, this is the huge succeed, because everyone can sell a product for a first time. And it's really a story about the well-shaped marketing messages.
May I ask you, how do you start formulating a new product? Are you currently, for example, in a process of formulating new products?
Yes, I'm always formulating something.
Okay.
Always. I can be really inspired by many things. I can be inspired by what other brands are doing. Also, that there are products popping up to the market, on a daily basis. And that got me thinking, what will I do if I need to formulate the product? But there is always one thing that I keep in mind. Does the skin really need that product? And then I try to find the ingredients which can help on certain skin issue.
As a small brand, do you have any issues or problems with the availability, supply of raw materials? How do you handle the prices?
Wow, this is
the whole market of raw materials.
Yeah, this is really a huge topic for small brands. Being small really means having a lot of challenges when supplying things, starting from the packaging, start from raw materials. Usually great raw materials comes in high MOQ. This is something small brands cannot afford themselves, because when you start, you want to go with small batches, because you don't know, you cannot know how market will respond to your products. But luckily, last year's many stores, especially in Western Europe, occurred who are offering good raw materials in smaller quantities, and this is how we try to manage. And also, one thing what is really important is when you find a good supplier of raw materials. I really have to maintain a healthy relationship between us. I think what is really important that my supplier of raw ingredients understand my brand, what am I trying to do, and I think it's really important that they share your story somehow. And this is really helping when you need something, they are ready to help you.
So a good business relationship.
Yeah, a good business relationship is really important. And the other thing I think, Tina, you mentioned are the prices.
Yes.
And I'm still mainly selling on a Croatian market, and on Croatian market is not so highly developed when we come to natural cosmetics, although there are many natural skincare lines selling through social media, Facebook platforms, which I don't find so, I find it a little bit edgy. But what I don't like is really how the perception of the prices of natural cosmetics is seen on this market. Because if you want to introduce the best possible natural ingredients in your cosmetic product, and also invest a lot of effort in product and the product development, not only in formulation but overall product design, this product cannot be three times less the price than high-end brand in conventional cosmetics. Simply, that doesn't make sense. And I think that we need to educate the market a lot about the quality of what does ingredients means in formulas, what is their origin, what is the difference between petrochemical and natural, and what are the challenges to bring natural cosmetics to the market. And really, it is a big responsibility of many natural brands in poorly developed market to educate and to explain the value of cosmetic product, because every price is a reflection of value. And this is where I highly stand that natural cosmetics cannot be priced a few times lower than conventional. This is something, it cannot be true. It has to be, in my view, they even have to be higher price. But this disbalance on a market is mainly caused by many individual cosmetic makers who are trying to sell homemade products at low price. And this is how the perception on the market is created, that natural cosmetics is something that you can buy at very low price.
And I think another misconception or misperception on the market is that natural cosmetics is something you do in your own kitchen. You mix a few oils, a few natural ingredients, and that's it. So yes, a lot of awareness, education. Okay, the next question I have for you, because our team is also offering these services, that is the stability testing. How have you handled this issue, an important issue for natural cosmetics? Do you do this alone? Have you started alone? Do you outsource?
I haven't. I was not doing by myself, although there could be some way to do it at home. I outsourced to the lab here in Zagreb, and they did it for me, and I was really happy how it ends.
What about testing your product? So when you have you formulated a new product, you have version 1. Do you call people you know? Do you test at home with your family?
Yeah, usually I test. Yeah, I have a small group of my good friends. These are usually your friends or family who trust you enough to put your creations on their skin. Yeah. I think, it has to be, at the beginning, it has to be someone who trusts you. And when I
give them questionnaires?
Yes, I have created my questionnaires. And I also provide them with some samples. Usually it's either 10 ml if it's serum, or 20 ml if it's moisturizer. And really what I always ask to them to tell me what do they dislike. Because I think negative feedback is something that pushes you to be better, to improve.
Of course,
and
constructive criticism.
Yes, of course.
Is the best. Yes.
Yeah. And then I change and deliver a new sample, and this is really how this cycle usually goes.
So what would you say? How long does this cycle take to come to the final stage? We've started with the formulation, and now we are talking about testing. So the questionnaires that you're...
I think it really depends. I
Mm-hmm.
think it really depends. Sometimes there could be cases when you hit the product in first, I don't know, up to 10 trials.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want it, but if you want product that has to fulfill not activity, that has to fulfill the sensorial attributes, wow, it can be a lot. When I was developing cream for Matinata, I think I had almost 50 trials. And, you know, it's really finding a good balance between what would you like to achieve and what your testers are telling to you, because they are some kind of representation of a market in very small or micro group. At the end, what is very important, you have to set up yourself a goal when to stop. Because this process can be never ending, because there is always something that you can improve, that you test. You know, maybe you want to see how the emulsion would look like if you change 0.5 to 0.5 something else. And, you know, this can be really,
yeah, I can imagine,
very, very long process.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's say a few words about the Cosmetically Active certification. Do you see added value in it? How have your consumers, your customers reacted? What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, Cosmetically Active is, from the very beginning, I was interested in having natural ingredients, or to be more specific, as much as possible, organic. But what I think is really, when it comes to skincare, that women need results. Women seek for cosmetic products that have positive impact on their skin. And this is why I think natural is not enough. And when at that moment I was thinking to offer them some kind of proof that someone else, some professionals, have checked and proved that product is delivering what product is claiming. And I think that we are currently living on a market where there is abundance, a huge number of cosmetic products. And I think if you want,
the customers are demanding.
Not just demanding, they are also so confused. They are jumping from one product to another product. And even the social media is full of chats, whether niacinamide at 12 is better than 10%. Really, I think Today we are living in a world where everyone is skincare expert, and also on the contrary, we are seeing a lot of skincare problems, and I think that the majority of them are connected to skin barrier issues. But what I think Cosmetically Active is bringing to customers, to not to brand owners, but to customers, is a proof that that cosmetic product it is what it claims it is. Because today everyone is promising significant results. Everyone is promising that you will suddenly look 10 years younger. And you know better. You know really better than I do how labels can look like. And but I think what Cosmetically Active is really bringing is a proof to end customer that this is the product that is independently checked and verified by professionals, that it brings cosmetically active product to your skin. And I think it is huge value. We are first certified brand in Croatia who has a Cosmetically Active certificate. It is still a new thing here, but I think it will become more and more recognized in the future.
Yeah, we definitely.
Let's see. I hope so. Yes. I hope so, really, for the market.
Okay, I will ask you about your future plans for the end of our conversation. But in terms of brand growth, how do you include your colleagues, new people you want to collaborate with? Do you want to expand? Where do you find your co-workers, colleagues? How do you tackle this?
Yeah, currently, Matinata is more or less family-owned and family-run brand. So yes. My co-workers are either my children or my husband. So this is basically how the things are going right now. But I do have a lot of co-workers who are working with me on a project basis. How I choose them. Two things are really very important to me: that we share the same passion towards natural. It doesn't have to be only cosmetics, but I'm working only with the people who are sharing the great passion towards nature. The other thing that is very important to me is that the person that I'm working with is having similar ethos to mine. And this is basically in a business, this is very important that we are sharing the same values. Although when we come to skills, I need someone who is having totally different skills than I do, because we have to be complementary to each other when we come to skills. And currently I have someone who assists me on writing blogs. I have a person who is assisting me on social media management. I also have some experts who are helping me in social media advertising. Mainly our plans for the future are related to the growth of the brand in terms of market expenditure. And and also I'm thinking about new products, but I think there is always a dilemma for new coming brands what to do first, whether to invest your energy into market positioning of the brand, or developing a new products. And what I think it's really so important that you position yourself as a brand that customer trust you, that customer wants to buy. And later it is much easier to not just develop, but to launch a new product that your market will accept better. So in terms of development, I'm developing a few new things. I'm finishing a product that is focused on external signs of aging. It is going to combine bakuchiol and vitamin C and some more interesting actives with organic plant oils, and it is going to going to be some new serum. I'm also developing new sunscreen, mineral-based sunscreen, but this is really a challenging product, and because it has a lot of details to take care about. And also the product for problematic skin. Yeah.
What about your best-selling products? You can also tell us something about that. What are currently your best-selling products?
Yeah, I have a best-selling product is luckily my my favorite product in Matinata skincare, and that's oil serum. And also what I have to mention, this is something what surprised me, that the second best selling product in Matinata is deodorant.
Okay.
This is something what surprised me personally. I didn't expect that.
Thank you. Thank you, Ivanka.
Thank you, Tina.
It was a great pleasure to talk to you, to hear more about your personal story, the development of the business of your brand Matinata. And I think our audience will also be very interested in this conversation.
Thank you, Tina.
So I wish you great success, new products that you will enjoy formulating and developing. And in the future, we will speak again, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, let's see. I really hope that the future is brighter when we come to cosmetics. And first of all, what I would like to see is a shift in people's mindset. And I think this is something that starts to change. And I'm so happy when I see that women really began to look for smarter skincare. It doesn't have to be, fancier, but it has to be smarter.
Yeah, but it takes time to make that shift. And I think people only now become aware that it is only one planet that we have. And it is only one body, one face that we have. And I think the only strategy we need is a long-term strategy, not something short-term with a...
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Totally agree with you, Tina.
Yeah. And I think this is also a nice conclusion of our conversation. We could chat for a long time, I think. But yeah, again, it was a great pleasure, and I wish you great success.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time, and also for this opportunity to me to share a story.